Sí.
Ouch! Phew. Oh no, it's not working again. Bent? Bent, wake up. We're here.
What's up? Are we there yet?
I just told you that. Well, get out of the car. We have a problem.
Augie left the keys in the ignition.
Take them and come with me. Hurry! Bad news. We're stuck. My radio transmitter has gone crazy and Simon says that...
Stop. Wait, just a second. Tell me one thing at a time.
Eso.
Where the devil are we?
We're in the Brazilian jungle, 2 miles from the Indez power plant.
Yes, I know that, but... Do you really think the algae is at the power plant?
I know as much as you, but what I do know is that this horrible man said something about Brazil. And the power plant is Indez's head office in Brazil. Where else would it be?
Sound theory. What did you say? When will the power plant blow up?
About a week after the conference.
Yes, on March 27th. That's today. Out with it. We're not just here for the algae.
No, we have to prevent the accident too.
Why did you let me sleep in? We have no time to lose. Any news from Salvador?
Yes, he's here at the power plant.
You talked to him?
No, I only located him.
What?
Nothing.
Are you worried about Salvador?
Worried? Yes. Bent, do you know what a predestination paradox is?
Wow, that's got something to do with time travel, doesn't it?
Yes. I'm worried that our involvement might have caused the accident in the first place. Salvador wants to shut down the power plant, but maybe that's the thing that went wrong.
Phew. I'd say that finding Salvador made it on our list as well.
Yes, it's right at the top.
I wanted to ask you something else.
Ask, please.
¿Quién es Simon?
Who is Simon?
Simon is the barkeep.
The barkeep? Where's the bar?
It's the last stop before one gets to the power plant. The road ends here.
It's only another 2 miles. We can walk.
No, Simon says that's much too dangerous. I already tried.
Christ, no more solos. We'll find a way together.
We're in the Brazilian...
Yes. I want to...
Ask.
Esta frase no se va.
How long was I sleeping?
The whole ride from the heliport to here. Like a baby.
Stop that. You're not my mother.
But you could be my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Even if I were, the gene pool would be so watered down by the time you'll be born that we wouldn't have anything in common.
True. I need less sleep, and I don't snore.
Where are Augie and Duva?
They, are doing their own research.
Good grief. If you won't tell me, I'm going to find out myself.
You'll find them at the bar.
Just tell me what I have to do.
Tomando las cañas.
You must find a way for us to get to the power plant. Meanwhile, I'll try to contact Salvador.
All right. We'll work something out.
Right. See you later.
Bueno, A ver cuánto le falta a esto.
Thank God the owner of the heliport also sells cars. Indez would have brought down our helicopter without a thought.
Uf.
No reception. This thing is junk.
¿Y lo de reparar? Ah, no, ahora es retorcer.
Maybe it will finally be of some use.
Ah, forma de gancho.
These are the keys of the Jeep we drove here. It came with the Jeep. Proper tools. Finally. It's much lighter than I thought. Let's see then. A screw, a nut. That's it. Great.
Tornillo.
What else is there to say?
Buena pregunta. A ver.
I am a
combinaciones.
scientist, not some kind of Dada artist.
Nah.
Based on years of experience, I'd say it's still as empty as before, and I am right.
Muy bien, muy bien. Jeep, todo es Jeep. Oh, tan majo que es. No se puede hacer nada con el bicho. Grapadora.
A staple gun to staple wooden boxes closed. Morning.
Morning. You are with the others, right?
Who are you talking about?
The new team of technicians for the power plant. A small lady with a bun, a hysterical giant, and some guy who looks like you with better posture.
Oh, yes, I'm with them.
Thought so. What can I do for you?
Bring me some coffee, please.
Sorry, no more coffee. The fresh supply is expected later today.
Joder.
No coffee? In South America? We must have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
No, you made the right turn just at the wrong time. My bar was cramped with workers from the power plant 24/7 until yesterday. Then a committee in Norway threatened to put all of them out of work. It had something to do with an algae or some such. Anyway, we don't have any beer and booze anymore, and coffee's out too.
Has the mood improved by now?
Yeah, looks like the algae and their inventor blew up. The committee took the threats back. The workers are happy and the jobs are secure. The only one who has to suffer now is you. But, as I said, you'll get your coffee this evening at the latest.
What's the best way to get to the power plant?
Oh, well, that's a short trip. Just 2 miles downriver. If I notify Miss Buendia over at the power plant, she'll send a boat immediately. You just have to tell me your names, and I'll announce you.
Thanks. That's very kind of you. But we're fine on our own.
You do know that the river is the only access to the plant, don't you? If you try to travel by land, you'll find that the area is secured by electric fences, and the guards shoot everything that moves. Indez will be happy to send a boat to get you once he knows that you're here.
I'm sure he would, but for now, I have to decline. Isn't there a boat here already?
Only Jorge's and Benicio's patrol boat. They've been waiting all day for a mechanic to repair
Ya
the
no lo
old
he visto.
cow. Miss Buendia has been notified, but no one's here yet. It shouldn't concern you, though, because only security guards are allowed on that boat.
What was wrong with the boat again?
What's wrong with it is that it broke down. Jorge's waiting for the mechanic while Benicio's killing time with your friends. But as I said, you are not allowed on it anyway.
A no ser que esté más por aquí, no sé a qué viene está el barco.
Why is there a bar here in the middle of the jungle?
The bar is part of the river harbor. The workers from the power plant come here in the evenings to party. The power plant increases the country's quality of life, and I increase the quality of life at the power plant. I'm an important guy.
I'd rather say the power plant poisons the planet and you poison its workers.
There's enough poison for everyone.
Does the bar belong to Indez Industries as well?
The whole valley belongs to Indez Industries. Haven't you passed any of the checkpoints on your way here?
Checkpoints? With passport control and a security check?
Yeah, sure, the whole thing. You'd have to crash through the underbrush like a madman and get past all the mines if you wanted to avoid the checkpoints.
Like a madman? I see.
One flew east and one flew west and one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
That's all I needed, thanks.
A ver qué hay por aquí, porque no hemos visto nada.
Psst, Bent.
Okay.
Duva and I, we have a plan.
Which is?
We drink the guard under the table. And then we're gonna steal his clothes.
Gentlemen, next round. Volunteers first.
It's my turn. I have a good feeling about this.
All right. Which color?
Spades.
Correct.
Yeah. Finally. Drink.
I'd like to, but the beer's out.
Brilliant plan.
If we just had more beer.
A ver, que me entere. Falta alcohol. Y el juego. Imagino que es acertar la carta, el palo y beber.
Look, Bent, I got wasted. We're in the middle of the Brazilian jungle, only a few miles away from Indez's power plant, and your son is drinking with the guards. Great, ain't it?
No, it ain't great. But I haven't come here to bark at you.
Really?
Duva, I'm sorry. I wasn't a good father. And, I made a real mess of things. Oh, well. Why don't you just have another drink? Because that's all I wanted to say, really.
Bent? Let's save the world first before we save our relationship, shall we? I'd prefer to get the small things off the table before we start dealing with the big stuff.
Yes, of course. Take care, Duva.
You too.
And don't drink too much, hear me?
Ah, now you've ruined this beautiful goodbye.
I'm just saying.
I told you I have to save the world.
A ver, okay.
You are playing a drinking game?
Yep. Wanna join?
I want you to become sober and help.
We are helping. We're helping, see? Benicio draws a card and we guess the suit. If we're right, he has a drink. And once he's drunk enough, we'll steal his clothes. Very simple.
How's it going with the plan?
We are out of beer.
But what's the score?
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
If Sally sells seashells by the cheese store.
More beer. We need more beer. We'll get 'em.
You'll not get far in this state.
Why? Where do I want to get to?
You wanted to come with us to the power plant to write an article about us.
Oh, why don't you just tell me what happened afterwards?
That's assuming we make it out alive.
See, that's why I'm getting hammered.
Can you lend me some money?
Why me?
Because you were the only one to exchange money at the heliport.
Oh, damn it, you got me. Here, take it, but don't spend it all at once, will ya?
Thanks.
Bien, tengo dinero.
Are all your articles secondhand?
Not all of them. Most of it is my own work.
So you make up the stories. Why doesn't that surprise me?
Hey, I can't sell the truth if it won't make the cover. So what if an old lady becomes a hot blonde and a monk becomes a murderer?
And what do you make of two drunken good-for-nothings?
Holmes and Watson.
I'm not going to watch this any longer. A keyring with a bottle opener. That's saying something. May I?
Don't be rude. I still need them. Cheers to Bent Svensson.
Cheers to... Who is Ben Svensson?
Some crackpot scientist and eco-terrorist. Almost got me out of a job, the nutbag.
He should be quartered and hung. That's what I would do.
Not just you, Lars, not just you. What can I do for you, stranger?
Tell me more about this Svensson.
There's not much more to say. Unkempt gray hair, mustache, runs around in a lab coat all the time, talks gibberish. He's a laughing stock.
Then why is he so dangerous?
Turned out he was playing Frankenstein with swamp grass. Wanted to take over the energy market and put Indez out of business.
Mean piece of work.
He's got a son, too. Name's Duva. That one's really dangerous.
Duva, eh? Never heard of him.
Maybe Ben Svensson isn't as bad as that.
Don't let his appearances deceive you. He's an energy imperialist of the worst kind.
Maybe his energy is better for the world than Indez's energy.
Pure imperialistic propaganda. I tell you. Those self-appointed do-gooders just want to ruin the market. If they had any say in it, we wouldn't have private armies anymore either. And then I'd be out of a job for good.
Let's not paint such a bleak picture, shall we?
Right. Bent Svensson is dead. Case closed.
You don't seem to be as drunk as the others.
Luck. Pure luck. The others must guess which suit I'm holding up. So far, they got 1 right out of 4. I'm sure Lady Luck's smiling on me today.
She probably studied statistics, too. Do you work at the power plant?
Everyone round here's working for the power plant. I had the graveyard shift at the eastern gate, and I want to get back to the barracks and catch some Z's.
But
our boat broke down and the mechanic hasn't gotten here yet. Wouldn't be all that bad if I wasn't wasting my time.
I am a mechanic.
You're not a mechanic. You're a scientist. Mechanics either wear oil-smeared coveralls or carry around pipe tongs.
You've got ideas.
Well, you recognized me as a violent elite soldier too, right? It's the equipment that counts.
Bastante despierto este tío.
Is the river the only access route to the power plant?
We also have a heliport. But that is only for Indez and his business partners.
And over land?
It's a minefield.
A minefield?
Those who are successful have enemies. And if you are clever to boot, you hire security experts like me.
Indez has a private army?
Yes, the cream of the crop. And also the most expensive.
I hope he has enough money left for reactor safety.
Why? We are the reactor safety. We see to it that no eco-fundamentalist can get into the power plant and mess things up.
So ecology is worse than radioactivity.
Now you sound like one of those who always want to discuss everything. I'm just doing my job.
You're not playing?
No, I'm just looking at my cards. The beer's out and we can't play without beer.
That's good. You've had more than enough.
True for them, but not for me.
We'll get you. You just wait and see.
How? Without beer?
Have fun.
We will.
I see. It covered a hole. A rusted, soft sheet with 2 holes on either end. It bends easily, but it will be hard to secure it. This is a Casarillo del Indez ad, high-quality Brazilian wine with a Spanish name and owned by the devil. I can see through it to the other side. 2 hearts, side by side. Maida would have liked this. Weird. It didn't look like a church from the outside. The light is shining extremely brightly into my eyes. I can see through it.
Hojalata.
A rusted, soft sheet with 2 holes on either end.
Vale.
It bends easily, but it will be hard to see.
No sé. Va. A ver, ¿qué más? Aquí no he mirado bien todavía.
May I use your telephone?
Sure, if you have the change. Hey, that's not for free.
How much is it?
Show me how much you've got, and I'll tell you if it's enough.
Dinerito.
Will that be enough for a call?
Sure, that'll be enough for several calls. Indez is paying the bill anyway.
And what did I give you the money for?
Service charge.
Claro. Shush, shush, shush.
Didn't you want to call someone?
I forgot whom. Can I have my money back, please?
I'm sure you'll remember.
Qué bien.
What's that good for? Away with it. The tarp is like one of Barney's project plans, transparent and very robust. The end device is on the other side of the wall. The cable runs through the wall, but I don't know where.
Venga, desenchufar. Vale, todo desenchufado. Y aquí hay cervezas, vale.
No thanks, I've already taken more than... If we are still alive 1 week from now, I'll buy a round, but certainly not of this swill.
A ver. Es que parecen dar a este otro lado los enchufes. Los corazones se han apagado.
Colonialist jungle kitsch. Colonialist.
La cruz creo que también.
Either God just withheld his blessing, or I... Without the light, I look as dull as ever. Without the light, I look as dull as ever.
Bueno, le hemos quitado la luz a esto, pero no sé por qué. Me ha salido algo. Aquí, tornillo.
It holds something on the other side.
Agujero.
I can see the guards' cards, but that doesn't do me any good, since they've stopped playing for now.
Se puede ver las cartas.
I can see the guards' cards, but that doesn't do me any good, since they've stopped playing for now. It holds something on the other side.
Sujeta algo. Alberto.
I am a scientist, not some kind of Dada artist.
Moneda.
Sounds like something toppled over.
Así por Goyo los radiadores.
something moved on the other side.
Al otro lado de la pared. Vale. No veo más tornillos. A ver. Vale, este corazón se ha caído. Y el espejo también.
It must have toppled over when I removed the screw. It wasn't askew earlier. Must be because I removed the screw. I can see through it to the other side. One of Indez's he looks pretty harmless, except for that one.
Sigamos mirando. No sé ahora mismo esto.